Good day, everyone, and welcome to the Friday market update. So, guys, on this session, I'm going to be giving you an update on this pair that we spoke about on our last session, which is what the Australian dollar over the Canadian dollar. So, let us get into it. Now, first and foremost, starting overall on the high time frame, this is how the market has been looking like. So, in the high time frame, we did see price giving us what this heavy impulsive movement down, and then following through with what this corrective structure that is in a form of a continuation. So, if you use our trend lines, you can see that this is what the continuation, which means that this is having what the higher probability of impulsing all the way to the downside. And as we're moving into our mid-time frame, what do we see in the mid-time frame? So the same type of movement, this is acting as what is our impulsive movement, and then this is what the corrective structure, as you can see. So this is also having what a high probability from this area to do it to continue to impulse all the way to the downside. And now in the lower time frame, in terms of my entry, how did I execute an entry on this one? So when it came to my entry, this is how I saw the market initially. So this acted as an impulsive movement, and then this is what that small ascending continuation structure that I spotted like so. And then I made my entry on the breakout to get tagged in. And then I was looking to do it to right this source, possibly all the way to the downside. But unfortunately, price did do it, did stall around for a bit, and then gave me what, some small profit somewhere around maximum was 1.3% profit. And then once I was in this profit, that's when I did what I moved my stop loss to break even. And the market came back to my entry point to stop me out for a break even. So in this one, I'm glad that I didn't lose anything. And now changing the perspective, this is how I'm now seeing it, the structure. This is now looking more of a what? More of like a continuation structure to the upside. So the edge for this going to the downside, it's looking like it's a bit diminished at this point. The only time I'll start to be interested in myself again is if the market does this. Maybe if it forms with a possible that touch, and then near the breakout area gives you up another continuation pattern. That's when I'd be interested in what in going forward for those cells again, because the probability will be increased once price is near what at that breakout area, and then I'll look to enter on the breakout, place my stops above, and my TP will still be what initially on the same area. So this is how I would be looking to do it to exit the AUD cat all the way to the downside. So this is where I will place what my TP if price does give me out another potential entry. Now, since this is not giving me any trades at the moment, I do have what a backup pair. So my backup pair is just going to be what the Australian dollar over the New Zealand dollar. So this is currently playing out as I would have liked the other pair to play out. So let me show you real quick. So once again, we'll move on to the high time frame. So as I'm on the high time frame, what do I see from this pair? So price giving me what this is what being a continuation structure that from the breakout. So this is I want a high probability of impulsing down. And then in the mid time frame, what am I seeing? Same type of movement. This is what continuation from the breakout. So overall, this is having what a high probability of impulsing down. And then now when it comes to my entry, price did give me what this impulsive movement. This is what my overall side is corrective structure. And then this is how I look to enter. And the breakout, place my stops above and TP. All the way to that downside for a possible 10%. So this is how I'm looking at both Australian dollar over the New Zealand dollar as my backup pair, since the initial pair did not play out as we forecasted. So I'm just mainly focused on this one. So Once I do get tagged in, then I'll wait for price to reach somewhere around here. That's going to be the point where I move toward to break even. So for today, I'm just mainly focused on what the Australian dollar over the New Zealand dollar. So just waiting to get tagged in, or I can just enter manually. Of course, this price is already restored that breakout point. So this is having a high probability of impulsing all the way to the downside. So I guess that's all for today's session. I was mainly just focusing on what those two pairs that we spoke about. So hopefully you did learn something from this session and it was informative.